So let's start that over again.
Oh.
Finding a comfortable way to sit, allowing your feet to be flat on the floor, making sure your back is away from the back of the chair so your muscles can support your spine, lifting up slightly through the crown of your head, letting your feet press into the floor. And if you like, closing your eyes or looking softly at the floor in front of you, you want to be able to turn your attention inward to the inner landscape of sensation, of thoughts and emotions. So who is it that you bring to your practice today? Who are you in this moment? Body, mind, heart, energy, spirit. And in particular, paying any attention to any areas of your body that might be feeling a little tight, a little tense. Just notice that. And we'll draw some deeper attention to the breath now by placing hands on the belly. Letting your shoulders relax and just feeling the belly expand and contract as you breathe in and breathe out. The belly presses against your palms as you breathe in and falls away as you breathe out. Changing the position of your hands now so they're circling your waist. Feeling the sides of the body expand out as you breathe in and sink back as you breathe out. And let's move the hands again to the back of the body, a hand on either side of your lower back. Letting your awareness now go to the back body, feeling the breath move that part of the body. And then repositioning the hands again, bringing them further up on the torso, underneath the rib cage, expanding the ribs as you breathe in and allowing them to sink back as you breathe out. And moving the hands once more so they're resting lightly on the tops of your shoulders. At the end of the inhale, you'll feel a slight lift in the shoulders. And at the exhale, you'll feel the shoulders dropping down. So then releasing your hands down into your lap, continue to breathe with awareness of the breath moving in all directions, front to back, side to side, top to bottom. If your thoughts should begin to wander away from the moment, gently come back to your breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here, becoming as present as you can to the moment. And then at that end of the third exhale, if you noticed any area of tension in your body, before we started the breath awareness, notice if it feels a little bit softer, a little more open now. Good, and opening your eyes will bring our centering to close by bringing hands to prayer position and joining our voices in the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om Shanti. Peace. May we all know peace. Good. So on an inhale, allow your arms to sweep up, turning to look at your hands. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest, lower the arms. Breathing in. And breathing out. Just warming up, getting ready, staying present. Let's do that a couple more times. Nice deep breath in, gather in all that energy and breath. Exhale, float it down. And then last time, breathing your arms up. And exhale, bring them down. So this time when your arms reach up, allowing them to stay there, coming into seated mountain, pressing into your feet, pressing into your sit bones, lifting through your fingertips. So we're going to do some twists here, and we're going to repeat the twists. So if you get tired while you're doing them, just know you can stop and sit it out. So breathe in and exhale, ha, to the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the left, ha. And let that breath go with a sound that helps, and down, ha. Breathe in. Exhale, ha. And really reach up as you breathe in and twist as you breathe out. A couple more times. Breathing in, lifting. Exhale, lowering, ha. Ha. Once more from side to side. Ha. Ha. And back to mountain. Reach up. Good. And bring your hands back to prayer position. And we'll move into some half sun solutions. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, reach it back. Take the breath in and then fold forward. Let the breath go. Ha. Palms to the knees. Come up halfway. Exhaling and folding. Inhaling, arms sweep up. Exhale, reach back. Take it in and let it go. Once more, inhale, sweep up. And reach it back. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Come back to mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Ha. Palms to the knees. Breathe in, come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Ha. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, reach it back. Back to mountain and back to the heart. Separating your feet a little bit wider. Hands to the top of your legs. Allow yourself to fold forward and let it go with a sigh. Ha. You can shake your head no or yes. That will help release any tension in the neck. Good. Bringing your hands to your hips. Let's inhale and come all the way up. And take a couple of breaths. Good. So I'm going to bring my right hand to the side of the chair and sweep my left arm up. And begin to dust off the ceiling. So exhaling as you reach across. Inhaling as you bring it down. Sweeping and placing. Nice big sweep across. Inhale, bring it down. And this time when I reach across, I'm going to hold, reach. If I want, I can release my right hand down and that will give me a deeper stretch. in the side body. You can also add a little forward and back movement here. That sometimes feels good. Working out all the kinks. Bring it back to center. Bring that arm up towards the ceiling, and we'll bend that left arm now. So the elbow is facing up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to cradle that elbow with my right palm. Look straight ahead, don't tuck your chin, and continue to breathe fully and deeply. The more you move the elbows back, the deeper the opening you'll get in the front body. And we'll release now, breathing in, let the arms float down. Always taking a minute to notice how that movement felt in your body before we go to the other side. So here we go, left hand to the chair to begin, and sweeping the right arm from side to side. Try to get the full range of motion. A couple of weeks ago, we focused on the upper body, and remember that joint in the shoulder has lots of mobility. Exhaling as you sweep across, inhaling as you bring it down. So the next time I sweep across, I'm going to hold here. I'm going to release my left hand down, which will deepen the stretch. But take a minute to make sure you're sitting equally on your sit bones, that you're not leaning off the chair. Breathing into that side body, letting the ribs open, letting the chest expand. Great. Bringing that arm up. Let's bend that elbow. Elbow points towards the sky. Cradling it with your left palm. Find that complete breath, breathing front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Once more, deep breath in. And exhale, release the hands and notice how you feel. Great. So as I mentioned in the beginning, one of the best ways to get out of those things that are so worrisome in the brain is to get back into the body and to get back into the breath. And when we breathe in certain ways, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, what does that mean? It means it's just the opposite of the fight or flight. The sympathetic nervous system is fight, flight, or freeze. Parasympathetic system is rest and digest. So by breathing in certain ways, physiologically, it helps stimulate the relaxation response. So we're going to do two breath techniques now. One is called the active exhale, and the other is called the breath of joy, because it makes you feel so good. So know when you're doing this, if it feels a little bit too intense for you, you can always just stop if you get lightheaded and just breathe normally. So the active exhale is a deep breath in and 3 exhales as you fold forward. And when you breathe out with those exhales, it's like you're blowing out the candles on your birthday cake. All right, so here we go. Separating your feet because you're going to be folding forward. Breathing in deeply. Exhale 3 times. Blow out all the breath. And then as you breathe in, sit up. Take a breath. And we'll do that twice more. Deep breath in and exhale. Really squeeze your belly back towards your spine to get rid of all the breath. Inhale, come up. And once more, deep breath in And exhale forward. Blowing out all that stress, letting it go. And then breathe in, sitting up. Good, and just take a couple of natural breaths. So each time you do those active exhales, imagine that there's something in your life that you're trying to release, and energetically release it with the out breath. So the breath of joy, we're also going to keep the feet a little wider for this, is 3 breaths in, followed by an exhale forward. And when you do the exhale forward, you let that ha sound go. So it looks like a conductor managing an orchestra. So it's a breath in, a breath in, a breath in, and then the fold forward. Ha, and your arms sweep the floor. So here we go. Again, if you get tired, if you get lightheaded, just sit it out and let your breath return to normal. Here we go. Breathe in, let it go. Ha, sweep the floor. Breathe in, let it go. Ha, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Let that stress go. Ha, let it go right into the floor. You don't have to take it home with you. Ha, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. You can choose to let it go right now. Once more, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, and this time fold forward, ha. And just let your head relax. Let your shoulders relax. Let everything relax. Again, maybe give your head a shake to remind the neck to stay loose. And on an inhale, hands to the hips, engage your core, and come right up and take a breath. Beautiful. Okay. So let's go for a walk. We're going to walk indoors today because it's raining. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get to walk outside. So you can either stay with just the feet, or if you'd like, you can pump your arms like this. Or if you want to up the ante and put a little more work into it, you can bring knees and opposite elbows together like this. Again, blowing out the breath. Make sure you're bringing the knee up to the elbow and not the other way around. You're working your core muscles. Great. So the next time your right knee comes up, allow yourself to hold on. You can hold on behind the thigh, below the knee. Relax your shoulders. And let's circle the ankle. Circle one way, circle the other way. Great. And then I'm going to stretch my leg out. So if you have your yoga tie and you want to hook it around the sole of your feet, that's fine. You can just hold on behind the thigh, or if you would like a little more of a challenge, just extend your arms forward. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. Great. A lot of work going on in that big muscle in the front of your leg. Let's come into the figure 4 stretch. So choices are to cross at the ankle, the knee, or allow the foot to rest on top of the thigh. Take a moment to sit tall in your seat. Great. Pressing down on the knee, pulling up on the foot, leaning forward. Shoulders and neck relaxed. Breath is steady. Anytime you feel tension building up, whether it's physical tension or emotional or mental tension, simply letting the breath go with a sigh is a great technique to use to relax. Let's release that now, coming up. Uncross wherever you're crossed. Take a breath. So I'm going to walk a little further. Again, you can just use the feet. You can pump the arms. Remember, this is your practice. Doesn't look like anybody else's. So I'm going to bring elbows to knees here because I need a little more work today. Again, blowing out the breath as you do this. Breathing out through the mouth. So the next time that left knee comes up, I'm going to draw it up a little closer, supporting the leg however feels best for you. And let's just circle the ankle. A couple times in one direction, a couple times in the other. It's all good. Great. So let's extend the leg now. Again, you can hold on. You can use your yoga tie, or you can add a little bit of a challenge by extending your arms. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Great. Figure 4 stretch. Here we go. Choosing whatever position works for you today. And again, just by sitting up nice and tall, you should feel a deep stretch in the upper outer part of your left leg, pushing down on the knee, up on the foot, and for more sensation, leaning forward. Head is relaxed. Breath is steady. Keep thinking about breathing into the whole body, front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Great, and we'll release this here, coming up, uncrossing the legs. So one of the things that happens for many of us when we feel stressed is we have digestive issues. We get indigestion, or we get bound up. Things don't work as well as they should. So there's a technique in yoga called abdominal massage, and I'm going to share it with you. I would invite you to be careful with this. If you've had abdominal surgery, you don't want to be doing this, but for most of us, it's a really good practice. I'm going to be using my right hand. Now, I realize it doesn't look that way to you on the camera. It looks like it's the reverse, but I'm going to be using my right hand and I'm making it into a fist. So I'm going to place that fist firmly into the upper part of my abdomen, just below the rib cage. And I'm going to press in slightly and make a few circles in one direction. And then in the other direction, I can also lean forward. And then come up. Good. Take that fist, now put it right to the midline, again, underneath the ribs. You don't want to be pressing on the ribs. Breath in, begin to press in and make some circles. Other direction. And then if you like leaning forward as you make those circles, it's a little more intense, a little deeper. And come on up. Good, and then we're going to move the fist over to the left, just below the ribs. And again, press in, make some circles. Allow yourself to lean forward if you like. Don't have to, it's just a suggestion. Breathe in and come up. And now we're going to go down to the lower left part of the body, just above the hip bones. And again, press in and circle. So we're following the normal progression of the intestinal tract, which comes up on the right, across, down, and out on the left. So we're giving nature a helping hand in more ways than one. Again, you can lean forward here. And then inhale, come on up. And just take a couple of breaths. Great. So let's come up to standing. And I'm going to come to the side of my chair. I'm just going to be standing towards the left side. Let's do some balance prep. So inhale, come on up on your toes, up on your toes. Exhale, drop the heels. Again, lift up the heels. So you're just checking out what's going on with your balance this morning. Maybe it feels very stable, maybe not so much. Good. Once more, up on the toes. So remember to try to keep your weight right centered below the big toe. That helps with balance. And bring it down. Good. And then just lift one foot and the other foot. It's going from side to side. So I know some of you have participated in the fall prevention program that we offer through the NORC. We are going to offer it again in November. It's in the works. It's probably going to be virtual, but that's good. So there's some simple movements that you can do, and these are really good to remember to practice during the day. So you can hold on to your chair if you choose, or if you feel stable, you can release both hands and bring them to your hips. We're going to begin just by stepping side to side. So with balance, it's important to feel the feet on the floor and to direct your gaze at the horizon, not to look down or up or side to side. So you want your eyes to be steady. So I'm just going to step to the left, bring my feet together, and to the right, feet together. Let your knees be soft as you're doing this. Feeling the foot land on the floor and bringing the other foot to match it. So this is a fun thing. You can do this lots of times during the day. Just if you're standing at your kitchen counter or whatever, you just practice stepping side to side. Good. Now we're going to get a little fancy here. We're going to do a little dance. We're going to do the box step. So this is good not only for your body, but also for your brain. So this is how we do it. And again, you can keep the hand on the chair if you would like for stability. I'm going to step to the left and bring my feet together. Step back with my left foot, feet together. Step to the right, feet together. Step forward with the right foot, feet together. So together, back together. So you're always leading with the outside foot, the foot in the direction that you want to move. Knees are soft, gaze is steady. Great. And forward, together, side, together, back, together. Makes you want to hum the Skater's Waltz, doesn't it? Forward, together. And let's do that once more. To the left, together, back together, right together, forward together, and take a breath. Nicely done, everybody. Okay. So shifting your weight to the leg closest to the chair. Making sure that that knee stays a little bit soft. Begin to pick up your left foot. A little bit at a time. You can hold on. You can release the hand from the chair if it feels safe to do so or not. Totally your choice. And we'll move into tree pose from here. So I'm going to take that knee out to the side. So as much as possible, draw the knee outward. Want to open the hips here and build your branches and breathe. Again, find that multi-directional breath, the whole body breathing. Once more, breath in. Exhale, lower it down. Good. Feet together. And let's do the other version of the tree. So I'm going to hold on to the chair with my right hand and bring my right foot up on the chair. Notice the toes are turning out. So that creates that nice opening in the hips. Good. You can hold on and build the branches with one arm, or if you'd like to release, reach up. Good. Work on bringing that right knee back as much as you can. Find the breath. Great. Lower the arms down. So I'm going to bring one hand either to the chair or to my knee and extend the left arm up and then reach to the side. So this is sort of a modification of triangle pose. Again, if you need the stability, please feel free to hang on to the chair. Make sure the supporting leg is a little soft in the knee. Gonna have that little bend. Great. One more breath in here. Stretch that arm up and over, drop it down, and create a little counter stretch. Beautifully done, everybody. Good. And lower down. Step your feet together. And we'll go to the other side. So I'm going to shift my weight again to the leg closest to the chair. Make sure that knee is soft. Begin to pick up the right foot. Might come up a little, might come up a lot. You might continue to hold on to the chair or release it. Definitely, your safety and comfort is the most important thing. And let's create our tree. So the knee comes out to the side. Foot can rest on the floor. You can actually pick it up against your thigh if you like. Build your branches. Reach it up. Let those raindrops fall all over your beautiful green leaves. Stay with your breath. Don't hold the breath. Wonderful. Lower the arms, release the foot, and we'll build our other version of the tree. So I'm going to plant my roots up on the chair. My left foot goes up there. Knee turned out as much as is comfortable for me. Building the branches, one or both arms. Reaching up. Good. Lower the hands. Hand can come to the leg or to the chair as your right arm reaches up and stretches across into triangle. Again, supporting leg, make sure you keep that little bit of softness. You want those muscles to do their job. Hand can come to the inside of the leg. Great, and let's release and create a little counter stretch. And let it go. Good. Foot comes down. Bring your hands to your heart and just take a breath. Maybe two. Great. So we're going to do a couple of movements, again, with an eye towards releasing stress, releasing tension. You know, sometimes when you just feel like you want to go, ah, these are good movements to do. So they can be done either standing or seated. So if at this point you've had enough standing work, feel free to sit down because they work really well seated as well as standing. I'm going to stand. So the first one is called pulling prana. Remember, all of this around us, all of this energy is prana. It's the life force. So we want to bring it into us. So I do that by reaching forward, rounding my back, bending my knees, and then pulling that energy right in. Good. So if I was standing sideways, it looks like this. So the back is rounded, and then I pull it in and I tuck my tailbone under. If you're seated, as I said, it works really, really well. You can round your back into cat stretch and then pull it in like that. So here we go. Make sure you have, if you're standing, you want your feet a little bit wider apart than normally. And that gives you a little bit more stability. So here we go. Breathe in, reach forward, pull it in. Ha. And that ha breath is really important. Ha. Pull it in. Ha. Ha. Pull in all that good energy. Ha. That you did with your practice. Ha. Ha. If you get tired, you can sit. Ha. Or you can just stop. Ha. Let's do that a couple more times. Ha. Ha. Good. And just stop for a minute and notice how you feel. Maybe you feel a little tingly, a little energetic. That's all good. So we pull the energy in, but we also want to be able to release the bad energy. So this is called punching. And we're going to make fists with the hands and tuck the arms close to the body. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to bend your knees and send the arm forward and then bring it in on an in-breath. Exhale, send it out, bring it in. So here we go. Ha, 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 ha. You can speed it up if you like. Ha, 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 ha. Couple more times. Ha. And then let it go. Ha. And again, close your eyes. Notice how you feel. You just sent out all that bad stuff. You don't need to take it back. Good job, everybody. Let's take a seat. It's always nice to finish practice with a twist. So we're going to start with the right arm, stretch it out. Exhale, bring that palm to your left knee, left hand to the side of your chair. And twisting to the left. Letting all the energy float up your spine. And then just allow yourself to twist in the other direction. Bring it back to center. Other arm reaches out. Make that arm nice and long. Shoulder to fingertips, palm to the knee. Right hand to the side of your chair. And then twisting to the other side. And breathe yourself back to center. Great practice, everybody. So let's just process what happened, allowing our body time to digest this beautiful yoga practice. Allowing your eyes to close or gazing softly towards the floor. Connecting once again with your breath. Although there's absolutely no need to change anything about the way you're breathing, just allow the breath to flow. As if the breath were breathing you rather than the other way around. Staying with the present moment by staying with your breath. The breath is full and deep, but without any effort or struggle. And then allowing your breath to get a little bit deeper and begin to stretch and move in any way that feels right. Oh, good. I think we should give ourselves a hug. So open your arms really wide. And then on an exhale, wrap your left arm over your right. You can rock a little bit as you hug yourself. Opening up wide again, this time, other way. Good. Just honoring yourself for taking the time to replenish all the energy that you so freely give out day after day after day. Hands in prayer position. Let's close our practice with an Om. Om. Om Shanti Peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from fear. May all beings be healthy. And may all beings everywhere enjoy peace. Namaste, my friends. Jai Bhagwan, I salute all of you. So I think you can stop the recording now, if you would, Mary Ellen.